against UC Riverside tonight. I'm being joined now by the head coach of the Anteaters, Russell Turner. Russ, one of those games, it seemed like it was tough for you guys to find your rhythm in the first half. You really came out strong in the second half. And to me, I thought that was one of your better 20 minutes of the season. What did you think of the way that this game played out tonight to get a 10-point win here at home for a fifth straight? Yeah, I would agree that that's some of the best ball we played in the second half of this one. We needed to play it then. I don't think we looked as good the first half on offense, especially as I expected us to look with the preparation we had coming into this game. But I do feel like that our guys learn as we face teams, a second time and then hopefully a third time. It was a really fine defensive performance pretty much all the way around. We had 2 dumb fouls early, and then after that I thought we were really disciplined. We were really aggressive appropriately. We contested shots well. They made a couple really tough ones down the stretch, but we still hold them to a low number. We know we've got to, do a better job taking care of the basketball. I was surprised we didn't do a better job of that a little bit in the first half, but in the second half, I only remember one terrible turnover, and we made enough free throws down the stretch to close it. We handled the ball against our pressure. So I feel like we are getting better, and we got a long way to go. We've got a month from today, the Big West tournament starts. That's what I told the team, and we've got to keep getting better. Just 2 second-half turnovers for your team, which is absolutely a good sign. I want to talk about Emmanuel Shimonga, because you and I were talking before the game about challenging your big men, and one of those guys, all of them trying to raise their level of play. Emmanuel, 10 points, 6 rebounds tonight. His stretch in the second half really seemed like to be the energy that was maybe the difference in what turned this game around for you guys. What were some of the things you saw from Emmanuel tonight? Well, that's the best he's played. In a big moment, in a matchup that, we motivated him to take on. That's one of the reasons why they have big guys, because we've always had them, and we do too. And I'm really excited about that performance for Emmanuel. There's no question about his talent and his ability. I think all of our big guys are that way. I thought Matt also was terrific tonight. And so that combination of guys, I didn't use Dean, but to have a bunch of guys that can come in and give different things. Our 2 centers are as big as their center. Not many teams can say that, and I think that bothered them. Emmanuel was excellent on offense, running the floor. I mean, he outworked him for a couple buckets. He outworked him for a couple rebounds. He handled the ball well when he had it. He even made his free throws. That was a fine all-around offensive performance, and I thought he was really good defensively too. There was only one at the rim where he didn't make the play that I expect him to make. He's understanding more what we need from him there, and if he keeps getting better, that'll mean our team's getting better. And talk about Emmanuel. I also want to talk about J.C. Butler. J.C. Butler was outstanding tonight. I mean, to come in to this matchup against Zion Pullen and take that on as a defender. I mean, that's a kid who was named preseason conference player of the year by a number of people. I thought JC was outstanding on him, and he had his best offensive game of the year tonight, maybe the best of his career, because he played so under control, so forceful to the basket, and then he made the big 3 late that felt like a dagger. So I was really happy with both those guys. We had a lot of guys play well. You really did tonight, and now you've won 5 straight games, and that's kind of interesting. You guys, start first 4 games, you're 1-3 in conference. All of a sudden, now UC Irvine has won 5 in a row, going into maybe your 3 biggest games all year with your next 3 conference games against Hawaii, Long Beach, and Cal State Fullerton. Just where do you feel like this team is at right now, and at least how close do you feel like this group is to playing the way you want this team to play? Well, we're getting better. We've played 10 fewer games than we typically have at this stage of the season, and I think that shows up in a lot of ways. Most of that's not our fault. We're going to keep getting better, I think. These guys are committed. By the metrics, we're about right where we were in 2019 and 2020 when we won the league by 3 games. I mean, we're a good team. We've got to keep getting better. If we keep getting better, then we can be the type of team we hope to have at the end in the Big West tournament, and then hopefully beyond. If we keep getting better, if we stay healthy, a lot of things have to happen for us with that. I do feel like our team has good chemistry. I think we have good work habits. we need to take care of the simplest things that have plagued this team and get better at them. If we can do that, we got a chance. It is unfortunate we lost those 3 conference games, and I think a lot of people started the narrative that we were not a good team. I don't believe that at all. I think this team has a really good chance, and we have good balance, we have good depth, we have a team that plays high-level defense and that rebounds, so we're going to have a chance.
Russ, appreciate it. Congrats on the win.
All right, thanks, Trent. I appreciate everybody who's following along.
All right, that's Russ Stern, the head coach of the Anteaters. Yeah, I mean, you talked about some of the metrics. UC Irvine, again, is right where you would expect them to be in that regard. 66-56, UC Irvine gets the win over UC Riverside tonight.